Dell is pretty well known for display technology, but now they're trying something different. Dell's introducing a 55-inch gaming OLED screen. It kind of fits into the trend that we've seen recently. Last year, Nvidia announced their giant 65-inch LCD gaming screens. This one is purely OLED, but has a lot of things that I think gamers will really appreciate. The biggest thing is that this is an OLED that can run up to 120 Hertz at a variable refresh rate. And that's kind of interesting. Typically, it used to be you were running 120 Hertz stuck at a single resolution. And something you can't really find on TVs, it also supports DisplayPort 1.4, which means you can get 4K at 120 Hertz. Typically with HDMI, you're limited to 60 FPS in 4K. The new HDMI spec is going to change that eventually, but we're not really seeing that in screens yet. This is kind of one of your few options for a large screen that can do that high variable rate. Otherwise, you have to bump down to a gaming monitor that's much smaller. And since it's an OLED screen, it has all the advantages of that technology. So it has some really nice deep blacks, really interesting colors. The colors just really pop, and the contrast just looks really great too. I have an OLED TV at home, and I definitely couldn't live without it. So it's really nice to see Dell kind of diving into this technology in a new way, in a way that gamers will really appreciate. Style-wise, it definitely looks like an Alienware. It has an LED light in the back, and some of the nice branding that we've seen on some of the newer Alienware laptops, like the Area 51M. So it's definitely going to be right at home for somebody who is into the Alienware ecosystem. From the front though, it actually looks pretty normal, like a typical OLED TV. The pedal still stand is a little more pronounced than what you'd see on maybe an LG OLED TV, but still pretty subtle too. It's something that you can put in your living room and not even really tell that it's something meant for hardcore gamers. It's gonna strike a nice balance between recreational use, just watching videos, and also gameplay, really nice fast gameplay. Especially for PC gamers, I think there's definitely gonna be a need for more large gaming screens, especially now that gaming laptops are getting more and more powerful with Nvidia's new RTX GPUs and even the last 10 series. Those laptops have been more powerful than gaming consoles. So it really doesn't take much more than sticking a cable between your powerful gaming laptop and your TV to get some nice big screen performance. And just like a lot of OLED screens, the actual display panel part is pretty thin, impressively thin, honestly. And right below that, you have all the cable management. There's a nice little panel that goes in front of it as well. So if for some reason you can actually see the back of your TV, you won't just see a mess of cables. That's honestly a problem I always have. So it's nice you have an easy way to cover it here. What's really interesting is that Nvidia made a big push last year for 65-inch LCD gaming monitors, and those look really nice. They're really impressive, but still LCD, and it still has all the problems of LCDs. We've seen some even more get announced this year at CES. Those are interesting monitors, but given the price premium and given the fact that it's still kind of using older technology, to me that's not as compelling as a brand new OLED screen for gamers. Dell isn't talking about pricing or availability yet, but it could be something we'll see around the second half of this year. Stay tuned to Engadget.com for more news from CES 2019.